Thank you, sir. Great things happen when there is a gathering of great minds. Kind request to Thiru Padma Bhushan Dr. T. Ramasamy, former DST Secretary and Chairman DA Jury Panel, to convey the Distinguished Alumni Awards selection process.
Very good morning, Honorable Minister and the Chief Guest for this momentous occasion, respected Additional Chief Secretary and what I call the custodian of the higher education in the state of Tamil Nadu, our fellow alumni, and the live wire began this entire celebration, Mr. Jain, the presidents of the 4 alumni associations of these legacy bodies, AC Tech, PG, MIT, and School of Architecture and Planning, the Dean, distinguished alumnus awardees, fellow alumni decorating the house, faculty, students, distinguished guests, representative of the media, brothers, sisters, and grandwards. Very good morning to all of you. People keep telling me, Padma Bhushan, my name is Ramasamy. I would like to leave it at that stage. I've been asked to brief this House about the selection process used for recognizing our alumni distinguished alumnus awardees. Let me keep it simple. All the nominations received from the fellow alumni of this body really represent the public recognition that appears. Any nomination received here by itself is a fair recognition by our fellow bodies. Therefore, to me, every nominee by himself or herself is a recognized person. From among that, we were asked, our president, a kind of president's men are constituted to select among them some names, and the process we adopted was very simple, unanimity, and it has to be a process where everybody agrees to the decision. So the chairman had no role to play, because every member who is selected from this process, recognized already as somewhere else, is a time for us to go back and say that this selected distinguished personality is one of our old alumni. We have made a public acknowledgement, and I congratulate all those 7 people who have been recognized, in which actually alma mater is priding itself saying that he is one of us. Because they studied 5 years here, but they worked 30 years elsewhere. But they made all the recognitions elsewhere. Since they have all the recognitions, we now go back and no, they belong to us. And that's what we have done. Congratulate all of you. Of course, by doing this, I think the association is honoring itself. It's not that we are honoring the alumnus, we are honoring ourselves by acknowledging that these very established people are part of our family. I'm sure the whole fellowship recognizes that this college is growing in nature. When we were students, only 3 branches, chemical, textile, and leather. Now we have many more. And interesting that in this, that some of them are very new, and it will take some years for those alumni to be surfacing. Now today we see somebody from ceramics, somebody from biotech are all being recognized. And what is telling you, not only that the alumni are growing, our college also is growing in this process. And I'm very proud that these alumni have done great service to the college and hail the AC Tech community. As a part of the alumni, let me do some chest beating. This is an occasion to do some chest beating. If you take Bhatnagar Prize, the highest prize in Indian science, Tamil Nadu so far received about 71 from 1958 onwards. And if you go back and count, 12 of those 71 have roots in AC Tech. And what it conveys to you, that this prize is recognized by the science community sometimes undeservedly, is very valued prize. And AC Tech had been a forerunner in the research environment. Of course, I'll also have to go back and say there has been one Bhatnagar Prize after the Anna University formation. Because Anna University is a very special university. It went and adopted 4 institutions which are much older. Usually elder people adopt children, but Anna University adopted older parents. And these 4 institutions, CG, AC Tech, MIT, and School of Architecture and Planning, have a combined legacy of 422 years. That is the legacy of this institute. And the first Bhatnagar Prize from Anna University, from the Department of Biotechnology, AC Tech. The very first fellow of the Royal Society, which is a very prestigious system, is also from AC Tech in the Department of Biotechnology. And one of these awardees this year includes that person. So a little bit of chest beating for AC Tech, but it is not to say that it's a moment of pride. It's only celebrating our successes. What it conveys to you that AC Tech has its research in its gene over a period of time. And having said research is in gene, we need to ask this question: how does that gene expresses itself? Sometimes good genes don't overexpress, bad genes overexpress. But let me say that the good gene in research needs to express itself. The Mother Earth in this world would want India to grow, but grow in a very different manner from the other developed world. Because we can't afford to have more emissions and so on. So the AC Tech is now contemplating to establish a Center for Sustainability Science as its next level of development. It turns out that M.S. Swaminathan, who did the great things for this country, also from this part, it is birth centenary this year. It would be nice if the state were to look at this Center for Sustainability named after M.S. Swaminathan. We are not honoring M.S. Swaminathan, we are generally telling that this is our next path. And as I said before, these 4 legacy institutions, College of Engineering, ACT, we talk about 80 years, in we will talk about 200 plus years. So between them 420 years of combined legacy. And these 4 institutions together have come to, very rarely scientists get together. They want to excel individually, and it's very difficult to make scientists work in teams. But these 4 alumni associations have come together and they have prepared a concept of connecting higher education and research. That we, as our Chief Secretary mentioned, the gross enrollment ratio of Tamil Nadu is higher than the United States. That's your number. And also it turns out, if you take the research publications emanating from India from 2020, the number 1 state in this country is Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu also has another advantage. If you take who contributed those publications, 27% of the publications came from IITs and central institutions, including CSIR labs, 26% from public universities, and 35% from private universities. 61% of the scientific outputs the last 20 years in Tamil Nadu have come from university sector, which is uncommon in this country. The next state is Maharashtra. Maharashtra has 15% from public universities and 2% from private universities, and 51% from central institutions. People keep telling you that the Secretary Department of Science and Technology, I must tell you, science and research had remained a central sector activity for a long time in this country. Tamil Nadu stands out from the data. And what these alumni associations, all 4 of them are trying to do, is to connect this inherent strength of these institutions to its logical stakeholders. These institutions cannot simply remain as award-giving, degree-giving institutions. These research outputs need to convert itself into a useful product, process, and contribute to the economic development processes of the state. And therefore, they have come together and prepared a concept note connecting higher education research to link the stakeholders with an acronym Cherish. It is a concept to create knowledge-to-wealth creation. And Honorable Minister Sir and Secretary Sir, on behalf of the alumni bodies of all the 4 institutions, I request the government of Tamil Nadu to empower these 4 elite institutions of the state and connect themselves to the logical stakeholders. Because it's not just, they cannot remain, the degree giving cannot remain the only function of university. They have to be on. Sir, this occasion is special. The intentions presented here are noble. And I'm sure the commitment of this alumni body is total. I think it's worth celebrating the legacy of these institutions of the state by empowering them to grow from the limited function of giving a degree to becoming one of partners of the state in connecting knowledge to economic and development processes. If you take the first initials of all those 4 institutions, CEG, C, AC Tech A, MIT M, SAP S, it will come as CAM. CAM in Tamil, it means Vatta Churchiye Matti Cholavaikum Sadhana. Vatta Churchiye Matti Cholavaikum Sadhana. Therefore, I would like these CAMs, the 4 bodies, play that role of a CAM, of changing the economic dynamics and the environmental dynamics of the state in the development process. Let me say, that will be a recognition for the distinguished awardees that we have got together, and I wish every one of you very best, make the best, and then you follow.
I kindly request Dr. T.R.B. Raja to present the Distinguished Alumni Awards. AC Tech is proud to bestow its honorific alumni status to Shri K.N. Venkatasubramanian, 1959 batch of BTech Chemical Engineering, former Chairman, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Let us welcome and honor Shri K.N. Venkatasubramanian with the award for being the Founder Managing Director of Indian Vaccines Corporation of India Limited, Government of India, for the role as Director on the Board of State Trading Corporation of India Limited. Sir has completed various assignments in a stellar fashion as Chairman of Gulf Oil Limited, Mumbai, Time Technoplast Limited, Mumbai, and M&B Engineering, Ahmedabad, and many more. Bestow the prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Shri Dr. Thamarapu Sridhar, 1971 batch of BTech Chemical Engineering, Distinguished Professor Emeritus, Sir John Monash University, Melbourne, Australia. Let us welcome and honor Shri Dr. Tham Sridhar with the award for an illustrious career as an academic engineer and an outstanding scholar with an international reputation in polymers, for an impressive record of research with over 140 publications, around 44 competitive research grants, and supervision of more than 22 PhD candidates, for contributions in chemical engineering, particularly rheology of international recognition, including Australian Academy of Technological Sciences and Engineering, Institute of Chemical Engineers UK, and Society of Rheology USA, for serving in many academic boards and committees, including Governing Council of Monash University. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Shri Dr. Balasubramaniam, 1978 batch of B.Tech Chemical Engineering, Distinguished Professor of Chemical Engineering, University of Kansas, USA. Let us welcome and honor Shri Dr. Balasubramaniam with the award for the outstanding and prominent roles in the field of chemical engineering as Dan F. Survey Distinguished Professor of Chemical Engineering at the University of Kansas and Founding Director of the Center for Environmentally Beneficial Catalysis. For pursuing research in decarbonization and sustainability in chemical industry, for authoring several publications, textbooks and patents, for receiving several awards including Dow Outstanding Young Faculty Award from the American Society for Engineering Education, Higuchi Research Achievement Award, the highest research recognition in the state of Kansas. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Shri Dr. Kalarikal Janardhanan Sriram, 1994 batch of B.Tech Leather Technology, Director CSIR CLRI India. Let us welcome and honor Shri Dr. KJ Sriram with the award for his significant contribution in greening of chromium-based industries, including the reduction of hexavalent chromium and development of an extraction process for entrapped chromium. For receiving the National Innovation Award 2020, the CSIR Technology Award 2020 and the CSIR Young Scientist Award 2004. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Sri Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower, 1974 batch of B.Tech Chemical Engineering, former Managing Director, St. Gobain India Private Limited. Let us welcome and honor Sri Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower with the award for making distinct contributions in engineering-intensive manufacturing and redefining manufacturing ecosystems. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Sri Shankar Muthulingam, 1980 batch of B.Tech Textile Technology, Director of Operations, Lakshmi Machine Works Limited, Coimbatore. Let us welcome and honor Sri Shankar Muthulingam with the award for rising from an engineering and marketing department to become the Director of Operations of the Textile Machinery Division at LMW Coimbatore, overseeing a turnover of Rs 5,000 per crore, for building the company to ensure that LMW stands as #1 textile machinery supplier in India. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Shri Dr. S. Lakshmi Prabha, 1994 batch of BTech Ceramic Technology, Associate Vice President, Corporate Head, Quality, Reliability and LLS Abrasives, for being the first lady as plant head in the history of Murugappa Group's Carborundum Universal Limited. AC Tech is proud to bestow its prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. M. Madan Babu, 2001 batch of BTech Biotechnology, Chief Data Scientist and Senior Vice President for Data Science. Mr. Madan Babu sir's father, Thiru H.R. Mohan, is here to receive the award on his behalf. Kind request to Honorable Minister Thiru Dr. T.R.B. Raja sir to release the Cherish document. Cherish is an abbreviation for connecting higher education and research through interlinks among stakeholders. I kindly request all the 4 alumni presidents of CEG, ACTech, MIT and SAP to be on the stage. Thank you, sir. ACTech Research Foundation and Saint Gobain India Private Limited is exchanging MOU to facilitate research collaborations. Now I invite the CEO, Asia Pacific and Indian region, Chairman of Saint Gobain India, Mr. B. Santanam to the stage, and Dr. Sukumar Devota and Ms. Vidya Shankar from ACTRF onto the stage for exchanging the documents in the presence of our Honorable Minister. Saint Gobain is also supporting internship and scholarship for women candidates in postgraduate program of ACTech. I kindly request the CEO of Saint Gobain to share a few words.
Thank you. I think I don't want to add too much to what has been said. It's really a privilege to be here, and especially to be in front of the distinguished alumni of this really prestigious institute. I think it's really an absolute privilege. I'm very happy that today one of our most distinguished colleagues, Ike, is receiving this. And I've always felt that the 50 years that he has devoted to manufacturing is very unique, and he has contributed immensely to the progress of Saint Gobain in India. So I can't tell you how much we owe to Ike. And then looking at the list of distinguished alumni today that I saw, I think ACTech should be extremely proud of what you have created. Apart from Abhay Kumar, and then you have N. Srinivasan, Shankar, Murugappan. I mean, I think the list is Srinivasan Swami. The list is huge, and I think you should really be proud, and I do hope that you talk about it like some other institutes talk about their alumni. So therefore I'm really happy, and of course Mr. Ramaswamy is also here, Dr. Ramaswamy, so it's wonderful. It's a very small contribution that we make. Your ceramic department and we are a ceramic company, glass and ceramics. We work very closely. We have several talented students from here who are working with us, and we're really making a big difference. So therefore I want to thank the ceramic department of ACTech, because it's making a big contribution. As a company, I think Dr. Raja knows this, I think we are heavily on sustainability. We are a company which is steeped on sustainability. And I think if we can contribute towards combining technology and sustainability in a way, I think we are willing to support the AC Tech in that. So I'm really looking forward to this. And thank you for honoring one of my colleagues. Really, it's a privilege to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Giving is godliness. The AC Tech batch of 1970 is contributing a scholarship endowment of rupees 19,50,000. I request the President of ACTA and Dean to receive it from the batch of 1970. Batch of 1976 is contributing a scholarship endowment of rupees 10 lakhs. I request the President of ACTA and Dean to receive it from the batch of 1976. Batch of 1999 is contributing a scholarship endowment of rupees 10,50,000. I request the President of ACTA and Dean to receive it from the batch of 1999. The AC Tech batch of 1999 is also contributing an audio-visual system of rupees 8,34,000 for the new auditorium in AC Tech. I request the President of ACTA and Dean to receive it from the batch of 1999. The AC Tech Alumni Association initiated a faculty research inception fund of rupees 5 lakhs to the newly recruited faculty to initiate their research. In this, one faculty has been awarded the grant and ACTA is now working to support more faculty. Kind request to our Honorable Minister, Thiru Dr. T.R.V. Raja, to address the gathering.
Welcome. Alagappa College of Technology in the 80வது ஆண்டு விழாவிற்கு வருகை தந்து இங்கே வரவேற்பு உரை நல்கியிருக்கும் ப்ரொஃபசர் எஸ் மீனாட்சி சுந்தரம் அவர்களே, ராமசாமி சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி லைவ் வயர், my beloved friend and my neighbor, திரு அபய ஸ்ரீசிமால் அவர்களே, one of our best officers, Dr. Gopal அவர்களே, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Ramasamy அவர்களே, I'm extremely glad that your focus on research has helped AC Tech in a big way, sir. alumni present from CEG, AC Tech, MIT and SAP. நன்றி உரை நல்கவிருக்கும் திரு இளங்கோவன் அவர்களே, திரு Santanam, a beloved friend of the state, and myself too, from Sengaba. Welcome, sir. Esteemed awardees, through Venkata Subramanian, through Eisenhower, through Dr. Bala Subramaniam, through Shankar Muthalingam, Dr. Janardhan Sriram, Dr. S. Lakshmi Prabha. Esteemed audience, beloved students and staff of this illustrious academy, Vanakkam. Ramasamy said we are not just honoring the awardees, we are honoring ourselves. We couldn't have said it better. An award ceremony, in a sense, does not mean that that person has just reached that height at that moment. It's a journey. Right? And the journey, any journey for that matter, the end goal, the destination that you reach, depends so much on where you've started. The time and how you reach that place depends so much on the place that you've started from. And that, I think, an illustrious institution like AC Tech gives you that amazing jumping spot, that spot to leap from. And I think that leapboard, that springboard that AC Tech has given this amazing gentleman a good push in their early lives, and I think that has given us such amazing talents, amazing achievements from this top-notch university that Tamil Nadu has today. So first of all, let me congratulate AC Tech on reaching that 80th year. Vartakal, a long way to go. And I, for one, I speak from my heart. So I will be very straightforward. I will tell you what I feel right there. So please don't take me otherwise. But I think, of course, I'll also be in some way as part of the government, as part of any government, as part of governance itself. Me or my chair could also be part of a small problem that we are all facing. There is talent, there is capability, there is intent, but the outcome could have been at least 100x, right? Somewhere down the line we are missing something. For instance, now, all of these amazing gentlemen sitting here, all of these amazing talents, Ramasamy sir spoke in his own way. அவருக்கு அந்த மெதுவா அப்படியே அப்படிதான் அதான் வருது அவருக்கு, அவர் அதை பேசுறாரு. ஆனா அவர் சொன்ன கருத்து அவ்வளோ ஆழமான கருத்து. பட் நாம ஜெனரலா எல்லா இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனும் பண்றதுதான். there'll be a பெரிய இவெண்ட். அதுல நாம எல்லாம் இங்க வந்திருக்க குழுமி இருக்கிற பெரியவர்கள்லாம் எல்லாருக்குமே நல்லா தெரியும் என்ன, what is the நோக்கம் of the event, what are we trying to do. இதுல we will pull some of the students in, just like how they are sitting there. இன்னைக்கு அவங்களுக்கு என்ன அரை நாள் கிளாஸ் கட்ட வச்சாலும் நினைக்கிறாங்களா, இல்ல இங்கேருந்து ஏதாவது I want to carry back home நினைக்கிறாங்களான்றது very important. Very important. What you are trying to do is celebrate such talent and not tell me or tell the world, but you're actually telling those occupying those chairs that this is possible if you make good use of these hallowed grounds, right? These hallowed grounds. I have walked Anna University's length and breadth. I could not study here. I didn't have that guidance, right? I walked every single pathway. I've looked at these amazing buildings then, 90s. And I thought, it's that feel that you get, that You want to be there, but you're not there. இப்போ அவங்க பின்னாடி ரோல உட்கார்ந்திருக்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு all I want to say, you are so privileged to be in this institution. You don't know how much. You don't know how privileged you are. If you were, you would be much more attentive. I'm saying at that age, maybe I'm an absolute backbencher, but I shouldn't be. உங்களை போட்டு என்ன நினைச்சிருக்க கூடாது. பட் எதுக்கு சொல்றேன்னா, இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டேஜஸ், இந்த மாதிரி விழாக்களில் யாரை கொண்டாடுகிறோம், எதற்காக கொண்டாடுகிறோம் என்பதை நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வதுதான் இந்த விழாவின் வெற்றியாக அமையும் என்று நான் முழுமையாக நம்புகிறேன். Only if you understand why these gentlemen are being celebrated and what took them there, how they got there, right? Only then will you be able to achieve much more than this. Their lives has given us so much. But what is the next thing that we need to do is create 100x of these people from you. And that is what this institution is all about. And I'll tell you why this institution is more special. There is this gentleman called Alagappa. One of the most underrated human beings I'm thinking. I read up about on him over the week. We really don't get that time to go. But when I accepted, கையை பிடிச்சி இழுத்துட்டு வந்திருக்காரு அவரு. நேத்து கூட சொல்லிட்டேன், இன்னைக்கு காலைல 10 மணிக்கு வந்தேன். இன்னைக்கு காலைல சார் சாஃப்ட் ரிமைண்டர். எத்தனை நாள் பார்த்தல. But why? When I read up on this amazing human being, in the 1940s and 50s, this man travels the world. He could have done things. I mean, he's done things also. Amazing things. He's done everything that a human being at that age, that time, could have done. But after that, he gave back. He also gave back to society. And gave back at he had given close to $10 million in the 1950s. That is about close to about 4 crores in the 50s, 40 crores in the 50s. The immense amount, the staggering amount of wealth that he has shared with you is only to make sure that this huge nation gets the wealth of knowledge. And that knowledge is what ACTech is trying to build. 80 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்னர் ஒரு மனிதர் தான் பாட்டு ஜாலியா வாழ்ந்துட்டு போகாம இஷ்டத்துக்கு ஏதாவது வேற ஏதாவது செலவு பண்றோம், இல்ல அவர் குடும்பத்துக்காக ஒரு விஷயம் மட்டும் ஒரு சேர்த்து வச்சுட்டு போகாம 300 ஏக்கர் காரைக்குடியில, இங்க இவ்வளவு ஏக்கர், எவ்வளவு பள்ளிகள், இதெல்லாம் எதுக்கு பண்றா? Because that man knew that knowledge is the only thing that can build this amazing country called India, and this needs to be acknowledged by all of us. Sir Alagappa Chettiar has been, I'm again saying, he's one of the most underrated human beings. I think as a nation, as a state, as people of this amazing country, as people of this amazing state, the best in the country, the best state in the country. And thank you, Ramasamy sir. தொடர்ந்து நீங்க தமிழ்நாடு பத்தின பெருமையெல்லாம் நீங்க பேசும்போது தான் எங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. I keep saying, talk about Tamil Nadu and tell the world where we are today. நம்ம ரொம்ப எக்கச்சக்கமா செஞ்சிடும். இப்ப நீங்க ஏசிடெக் மாதிரி தான் இவ்வளோ செஞ்சுட்டு, இப்ப 50 வருஷம் மேனுபேக்சர்ல இருந்த ஒரு மனுஷன் எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு இப்ப அவங்க சேங்கோபான்ல இருந்து அவங்க கொண்டாட வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. பட் நம்ம we don't do that. We are very sad. அவர் பின்னுவார்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம பாட்டு போயிட்டு சார் சூப்பர் சார் போயிட்டே இருப்போம். ஆனா சார் என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணிருக்காரு பாத்தீங்களா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம உலகத்துக்கு சொல்லணும் சார். நம்ம வெக்கப்படவே கூடாதுன்ற நான் முதல்ல தமிழ்நாட்டை பத்தி, நம்ம பெருமைகளை பத்தி நம்ம உறக்க சொல்லணும். நம்ம முதல்ல தட்டில தப்பே இல்லைன்ற நான் செஞ்சே ஆகணும்ன்ற. And I'm requesting, I would plead all of you amazing people who are all over the world, people from ACTech who've gone all over the world and who are sitting in amazing institutions all over the world, to please talk about what Tamil Nadu is. Tamil Nadu today, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 2 economy in India ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அது டோட்டலா தப்பு. மும்பை சீட்டிங்க. நீங்க மும்பை அங்கேருந்து எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, மகாராஷ்டிரால என்ன இருக்கு? all the HQ, in the FDA numbers, all skewed towards the HQ, right? HQ அங்க இருக்குது. You have the BSc, everything there. நீங்க மும்பை எடுத்து போட்டீங்கன்னா என்ன கிடைக்குதாங்க? Okay, Pune ஒரு ரெண்டு பேரும் சத்தமா, yes, I agree, Pune is amazing. But then you look at all other states, then if you remove all that, the kind of manufacturing that happens here in Tamil Nadu, the kind of research that happens here in Tamil Nadu, I'll come to research in a bit. The kind of things that our people are doing here. When I say our people, I don't mean just the Tamils. The people of Tamil Nadu. That is what our Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin, has been always saying. It is about the people who are in Tamil Nadu. You are part of this city, this civilization. You've come here, you've built this amazing state. Now we've done this. Only if you tell this to the world, will the world turn back and look at you and use your talent, the next generation's talent. எதுவுமே இல்லாம எதையோ ப்ரோமோட் பண்ணிடலாம் இருக்காங்க சார். நான் அதுக்குள்ள போகவே விரும்பல. டேலண்ட் இல்லாத இடத்துக்குலாம் I don't know. I don't want to go into that. But we have so much. We have so much. Why aren't we doing it? Why aren't we doing it? Because நம்ம வேலையை பார்த்துட்டு எந்த பிரச்சனை நம்ம பாட்டு நம்ம வேலையை பார்த்து போயிட்டே இருக்கணும். I think that needs to change. That really needs to change because we are part of something special. And you need to feel special about it. You need to feel special. We have built this over 100 years. Tamil Nadu today, ladies and gentlemen, 43% of all women working in organized sector in India, 43%, and no small number, 43% of women working in the organized sector all over India are from one state called Tamil Nadu. Can you beat that? If that in itself is not an achievement, 13.5% of manufacturing GVA, all the value addition that happens, 13.5% in just one state. You talk about any sector, automobile, textile, leather, I can keep going on and on. Now electronics, look at automobile. We are number one in automobile for the longest time. 40%, almost 35 to 40% of all the auto components that are manufactured in this country are manufactured in a state called Tamil Nadu. Only for 35% goes from this one state. Now we are the electronic superpower of India. If India is a train, Tamil Nadu is the engine that is powering this entire train. We have 35% of electronic exports going out of this country, goes out from one single state. Adum solakada one single city Chennai. No, adum solakada ஒரு சின்ன கார்னர் ஸ்ரீபெரும்புதூர்னு ஒரு கார்னர் அவர் இருக்கிற கார்னர். அங்கேருந்து பாரு. சந்தானம் சார் அங்க உட்காந்து கிளாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. அவங்க பயங்கர ஸ்மார்ட். எதுக்கு அங்க கிளாஸ் பண்ணாங்க? அடுத்து நீங்க என்ன கிளாஸ் பண்ணுன்றதே நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப நாளா கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன். அந்த பக்கம் போங்க, எலக்ட்ரானிக் போன் பக்கம் போங்க, இன்னும் நிறைய கார்னிங் வந்துட்டாங்க. We're specializing, we're going down the value chain. And for all the children, they're sitting out there, AC Tech la vandha padicha degree, it's some point. An institution should not be just a degree awarding institution, period. If that is the case, எதுக்கு அப்புறம் இத்தனை eminent scholars எல்லாம்? எதுக்கு அப்புறம் இத்தனை eminent scholars எல்லாம்? சார், எத்தனை நாள் தான் இந்தியா சர்வீசஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம் சொல்லுங்க? எத்தனை நாள் தான் உட்காந்து யாரோ கொடுக்குற மேனுபேக்சர் நம்ம உட்காந்து அரைச்சிக்கிட்டா உட்காந்து 50 வருஷமா மேனுபேக்சர் பண்ணிருக்கோம், வேற யாருக்கும் மேனுபேக்சர் பண்ணுங்க. நம்ம ஆளுங்க எப்ப பண்ண போறீங்க? நம்ம பேட்டன்ட் எப்ப ப்ராடக்டா மாற போகுது? நம்ம பேட்டன்ட் ப்ராடக்டா மாறோம். நம்ம நீங்க இந்த செயின் எங்க போகுது? ஏசில இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும். அழகப செட்டியாரோட what did he want to do? He wanted to create wealth via knowledge, right? Wealth via knowledge. Where did he start? He created wealth. He put that private equity into the hands of the government, right? He puts that private equity into the hands of the government. He trusts the government to take control and put it back to public service, right? So he wanted to give that. He's given that. He's created an asset. இவ்வளவு பெரிய அசெட் கிரியேட் பண்ணி இவ்வளவு பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு அந்த நாலேஜ் அசிமுலேஷனுக்கான தேவையான இன்ஃப்ரா எல்லாம் ரெடி பண்றாரு. அதை கவர்மெண்ட் கிட்ட கொடுக்கறாரு. கவர்மெண்ட் பப்ளிக் சர்வீஸ் கிட்ட கொடுக்குது. பப்ளிக் கொடுத்த உடனே அங்க என்ன நடக்கணும்? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அங்க வந்து வெறும் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி டிகிரி கொடுக்கிற நாலேஜ் அசிமுலேஷன் மட்டும் நடக்கூடாது. அது மட்டும் நடக்கூடாது. ரிசர்ச், find out what we can do afresh, anew. What can we produce? எப்படி வெளிநாடுகளுக்கு சேவை செய்வது என்று மட்டுமே கத்துக்கணும்னா அது ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். அது எந்த இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் பண்ணலாம். ஆனா அங்க இருக்கிற ப்ராடக்ட் மாதிரி நாம ஏன் இங்க நம்மளோட ஓன் ஆப்பிள் இல்ல அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும். நம்மளோட ஐபோன் எப்போ வரும்? நம்மளோட கூகுள் எப்ப ரெடி பண்றோம்? நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட், இட் ஷுட் பி அ ப்ராடக்ட் because I'm telling you it is very very simple for us to do, but bio, and I think that is where the government also needs to step in. And I'm also I can tell you very very proudly, my chief minister is somebody who listens and who learns from the society. He listens, his ears are always on the ground. You give him that feedback, he'll take it. And I'm going to give him this feedback from here. And I've just returned from Basel from a research institute, Bios and Trump சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு லைஃப் சயின்சஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் சார். என்னவா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க சார், வேற லெவல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட், வேற லெவல் ரிசர்ச் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஆஹா ஓஹன் பார்த்துட்டா இருக்கும். உள்ள போனா மொத்தம் நம்ம பசங்க எத்தனை பேர் ஏசி டெக்ல இருந்து தெரியல எனக்கு. இங்க இருந்து அங்க போய் உட்காந்து அவன் பண்றான், அங்க ப்ராடக்ட் வருது, அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் நம்ம உட்காந்து மாஞ்சி மாதிரி அதுக்கு செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கோம், சர்வீஸ் செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் என்ன பிஸிங் தெரியுமா? அங்க உட்காந்து செய்யறவனுக்கு பயம் இல்லை. There is no fear of failure in those research institutions, but there is fear of failure here. நீங்க ஒரு ரிசர்ச் கிராண்ட் ஒன்னு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா, the moment that fails, அவ்வளவுதான். அடுத்த கிராண்ட் அவனுக்கு வருமா இல்லைன்னு தெரியாது. அதுல ஒரு 5-6 வருஷம், ஒரு 8 வருஷமாவது மினிமம் வேணுமா சார்? ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் 18 வருஷம், 16 வருஷம், லைஃப் சயின்ஸ் எல்லாம் 16 வருஷம். ஒரு ட்ரக் டெவலப் பண்ணி அது பல ஃபேஸ்ல போயிட்டு வெளில வரது 16 வருஷம், வாழ்க்கையே முடிஞ்சிச்சு. இப்ப அது 18 வருஷமா ஆயிருக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு. பட் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் டெவலப் பண்ணணும், அந்த டைம் ஆகும். அந்த நேரத்துக்கு யூ நீட் டு கிவ் them a net. And you see, you fail, don't worry, the government will catch you, right? And I think if the day we do that, we will succeed in getting our own products out. And that day, I think, tell you, Tamil Nadu will be the global #1 in research and development. I think we are getting there. We are getting there. I don't think that is far away. So I've taken so much of time. ஏற்கனவே 11 மணிக்கு முடிக்கணும் நான். So I just want to, there is one key thing, the pursuit of knowledge is key. But when you go towards the pursuit of knowledge, the end goal should be the pursuit of a product. And I think as a state, as a country, there is no politics here. The Prime Minister is also trying to do his own best thing with Make in India, right? And he's doing that. As a state, my Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has been pushing for talent development with schemes like what Sir also said, Nan Mudalvan. What are we doing? We are adding more value. When the industry wants, when you look at Saint-Gobain, 350 years of history, and they're coming out for their first global board of directors event, right? And where do they choose to go? Chennai. பிரான்ஸ்ல இருந்து வெளில வந்து அவங்களோட போர்டு மீட்டிங் நடக்கிறது எங்க நடந்தாங்கன்னா நேரா சென்னைக்கு வராங்க. Why? Because this Saint-Gobain factory in Chennai is the best asset that they have. அவங்க சொல்றாங்க, நான் சொல்ல. So this is the kind of quality, this is the kind of production that happens in Tamil Nadu. I'll just end by saying a few things about what Tamil Nadu is really really good at. I've had Japanese people walking up to me and said, இத்தனால அவங்க ஜாப்பனீஸ் சொல்லி அவங்க டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி வருது. இத்தனால நாங்க வந்து டைசல் அப்படி இப்படின்னு இந்த கம்பெனிஸ வந்து மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் பிரிசிஷனுக்காக சொல்லுவோம். இனிமே இங்க வந்தா ஸ்ரீபெரும்புதூர்ல இருக்க 2 கம்பெனி பேர் தான் சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அந்த அளவுக்கு யுவர் ப்ராடக்ட் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் இஸ் அட் 0 parts per billion. மில்லியன் இல்ல, பில்லியன். 0 parts per billion பண்ற நம்ம கிராமத்துப்புற நம்ம டேலண்ட், நம்மளோட ஒர்க் ஃபோர்ஸ் is delivering to world standards. But again I'm saying, we are delivering for the world. When are we going to start delivering for India? And that, ladies and gentlemen, depends on all the bank budgets today, on all the students today. You are not sitting in summa chairla ugarla thambi. தங்கச்சிங்க முதல்ல மெயினா தங்கைகள் சொல்றேன். You are not sitting on normal chairs. You are sitting, starting from Alagappa Chettiar's dream, right? And then the sweat in hard work of so many eminent professors who've given selflessly. என்ன ஏது அடுத்து ஏன்டா படி படி படின்னு இப்ப நம்ம முதலமைச்சர் சொல்றாரு. அதே மாதிரி இங்க இருக்கிற ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் எல்லாருமே எத்தனை பேர் படி படி இது இப்படி படி இப்படி படி. இன்னைக்கு நீ இப்ப கெமிக்கல் டெக்னாலஜி போறியா, நீங்க செராமிக்ஸ் பத்தி பேசாரு. நாளைக்கு சர்ஃபேஸ் கோட்டிங்க்கு எவ்வளவு பேர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இருக்கு சர்ஃபேஸ் கோட்டிங்ல செராமிக்ஸ்ல. இப்ப நம்ம இப்ப கூட சார் கிட்ட கூட கேட்டேன், ஹீட் ஷீல்ட்ஸுக்கு பெரிய ரிக்வயர்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. we are going for the stars. Look at where the race is going. The human race is going towards the stars. When we have to reach for the stars, you here have to dream big. And you won't get a better place to dream big than AC Tech. It's been an honor to come here and talk to you. There's so much more to say, but for another day. Thank you for having me here. So let's go the product way. Let's dream big and let's dream big for Tamil Nadu and for India. Jai Hind.
For your part and explain it in the minds of the students. Kind request to Thiru A. Ilangovan to offer the word of thanks.
Time restriction, let me be very brief in the word of thanks. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As we wrap up this fantastic inaugural program celebrating the 80th anniversary of the ACTech, it is my privilege to deliver the word of thanks on behalf of the ACTech Alumni Association. Honestly, standing here is like being at the Oscars of Academy, and the winners are all of us. First, a big thank you to our chief guest, Dr. Puthiya Thalaimurai.